Urban Dictionary defines mother to be the woman who loves you unconditionally from birth, someone you can trust above all else. I would say, like most people, I completely agree with this statement. I love my mom to death. She's a wonderful person. She's the closest thing there is to a saint in my life. Except that is when it comes to practical jokes. Then she's a terrible, terrible person. When I was 6 years old, I was a pretty gullible kid. I trusted implicitly the things that my parents told me were true. I believed in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, all the above. So when my mom told me that her friend had sent her an email where you could see a ghost, I, didn't know what to believe. I was enthralled. So me and my brother eagerly ran up to the computer. It appeared to be a pretty peaceful scene, a kitchen table with no one at it. My mom, who had seen the video, said, "You gotta be really careful because the ghost is really hard to hear." So on her direction, we turned off all the lights, turned the volume up to full, and stood about an inch away from the computer. We sat there like that for about a minute, not knowing what to expect. What happened next, only my mom saw coming. A horrible, monstrous face flashed on screen, accompanied by a terrifying scream. My mom thought this was hilarious. She laughed her head off. She was loving every minute of it. My brother and I, ages 4 and 6 respectively, left twin trails of urine as we ran through the room and slept with the lights on for the next 2 years. The moral of the story to me really applies to not only life, but public speaking as well. We talked about it in class. Know your audience. What's funny to a middle-aged woman isn't necessarily funny to small children. So know your audience, otherwise you might emotionally scar them for the rest of their lives.